Hello there, this is SD. I hope everything is well with you. We have got past the first bit of the cycle. We're on 29 in a row right now, and I've rolled Federation C to start this ship. For this bit of the streak rather, and we seem to mostly be re-rolling ships that we played late in the first part of the cycle. So we've played Crystal A, which we only played 4 or 5 ships ago, and now we've played Fed C, which was the ship we played before Crystal A last time, I believe. This ship is quite bad. So hopefully the beginning is kind to us, because that's where this ship is most vulnerable. You go here. Let's vent our oxygen down to below 50% to try to redirect shots away from shields. Okay, save our crew like this. We'll start as Zoltan and sensors to see what we're boarding into, and then run them out of sensors. Well, this sector is neatly split in two. Because we can go to this choke point that goes over to here, or we can go here, and if we go up here, we're missing all of this stuff down here. And if we go to the top side, we're missing all the things down here. It looks to me like there are more beacons and more options down below, so I'm probably going to take that path, and we'll miss this, this, and this. But I mean, if we go here, here, will be the absolute fastest we could do. Here, 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 here. Like, we're not getting to see these beacons over here if we do that. So it looks about even to me. But the pathing just looks generally better if we take the bottom side without losing any more jumps. So let's go and hope that these first couple of fights are gentle. Okay, well, that's very gentle. It's nothing at all. We are not surrendering slavers. However, this is going to be annoying because they have a medbay. Yeah, come board me with your MG, why not? I'll just fight you with my Zoltan, I guess, for a moment. I'm gonna keep my air low. I don't know what kind of missile this is. I really hope it's not a... No, that's a Lido. Good. I knew it was a Lido because if it had been a an Artemis, it wouldn't have fired before the laser. So let's knock that offline. Good. Now you two get ready to board. I'll actually fix this first of all. Ah, for fuck's sake, really? They flipped weapons. Go board in shields, that will distract them long enough that we can finish breaking this shit. And now you go here, and you're going to run them around. Fucking hell, it's an upgraded medbay even. Good. Mantis. Okay, so that fight was painful, but we got a very good reward. Bend these two idiots down. Go and fix that breach. I was just slopping tea on my keyboard. Actually, it wasn't quite on the keyboard, it was to the side of it. Okay, so we want to use 2 mantis to board, and I think the human will now take over piloting. Yeah, you can take over piloting, you go to engines, we'll save like this, and you can now be a run to shields guy. Once I've seen what I'm boarding into. We will aid the Federation ship. Okay, this is a little ugly, but they have no medical unit, so we can, if necessary, just win this fight by rushing them down. As a result, I'm not bothering to try to do any safety dancing. I just want the fight to be over quickly, and that means keeping the damage going. Okay, good. That's also a Lido missile. Make sure the shields don't get depowered. Ah! Go and fix this. We're gonna get hit a bunch more times, but we ideally will just win this fight. Yeah. Lock onto the remaining life signatures. Okay, cool. Well, we got another crew member. That fight was very, very painful. But that's the problem with this ship, is that you cannot do anything to enemy weapons. You have no ability to interact with that system at all. So, yeah, if we had had even the shield buffer there, we'd have been completely okay. Because that all started because one Lido missile went into our shields. But that's just how this ship is. You can try all you want, but you can't completely make sure that you aren't going to get just blasted. Offensive drones, when you still only have one shield bubble, are just generally really, really not what you want to see. Let's vent these Zoltans. It's not like they have any training. Now, the positive side is we have got 2 crew members already, and we've got quite a lot of scrap here. I will probably just be upgrading my shields, but I want to see whether there's a store. If there is a store, we'll go there to sell the emergency respirators to get the shields to level 2, because that's the most important upgrade to get on this ship. As it usually is. I wonder whether or not having these guys available as a backup boarding team is more valuable than having a point of reactor power, and I think it is, because honestly, we don't need that much reactor on this ship. We already have stuff we're not using most of the time, because we don't really want to power the artillery most of the time. Yeah, let's go like this. I don't remember what that quest is. An escort or something. Look for the rebel ship. Okay, good. This one doesn't have, this one doesn't have a missile, at least. Get someone in shields for a moment, and I am going to safety dance here. Okay, these won't sync up in the future. And fortunately, we have the buffer upgrade, so even if they mini-beam shields once, they still stay up. Cool. By By Fed C standards, that was a very good fight. Only 1 damage. We see a store, so we're not going to spend any scrap. We can't afford hacking right now, sadly. Most likely I'm just going there to buy shields and as much in the way of repairs as I can. I'm trying to think, actually. I'm not sure that there's much that we would do there that we would buy instead of getting shields, honestly. But on the other hand, if I want to get repairs, I have to go there. I can't get those at just some random beacon. I could try to farm more fights. My problem with that is we've already taken... Yeah, I can't risk it because we've already taken so much damage. All we need is for, you know, the next jump to be an enemy with a Zoltan Shield and an Artemis and a heavy laser, and we're fucking dead. Yeah, we've had a good start in terms of getting the 2 crew members, so we shouldn't be greedy. Shame, but don't get baited. I can repair that much and get the second shield bubble. Let's do that. I wish I could repair more, but... Nice! Oh yeah, this was the Federation base quest. Yeah, we've already added... Should I make the Rock my new pilot? I mean, Rocks are good at boarding, but at the same time, I have the humans as my backup boarders, and Rocks are also really good pilots. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, we actually now have more power than we need. Okay, let's kite. This, once again, is also a Lido. Now we have to chase this NG off, but we're distracting in shields, so... And they can't fit more than 2 people in there, so we can punch this missile now. Take 1 more. Although we need to be careful, I don't actually want to punch the shields down, because oh, my oxygen is on fire. Yeah, I don't want to punch the shields down because I don't actually want them to start taking asteroid damage. I just want them to, Here, let's do this. I need to dance around until they are no longer in there. Now, go in shields. I should have used the Mantis to break this since they have low health. Let's fix that particular error. Fucking hell. More level 2 oxygen assholes. Got him. I think I'll go here, distress, hit the nebulas, and then exit. The ship quite likes nebulas because nebulas are more likely to be auto ships, and this ship is good at fighting auto ships because it has emergency respirators. You just board weapons and punch them. As we saw in the last run, emergency respirators are quite good for that. Stop it with the fucking missiles already. Let's again try to do this quickly, so we're not even gonna... At least this is once again a Lido. Oh, you fucking dickhead. Okay, well we won't break their weapons, we're just gonna face tank all of this and... Okay, that's a very nice drop. We can't use it right now, but that's a really good boarding support weapon. I'd prefer a small bomb, but Hermes is definitely up there in terms of, you know, weapons you can just point at an enemy weapon system and switch it off, or point at an enemy medical unit and switch it off. Sure. Ugh. The map upgrade is not really what I wanted. We will fight the auto ship. And we will have punched that chain laser offline before it gets to fire. See? In fact, we'll have punched both their weapons offline before our mantis die. Thanks to the power of respirators. Send the humans over as well. We should only need to fire the flak artillery once. Go stand in there. Nope. Yeah, that's the kind of fight you want to see. Like, even if you only had the single shield bubble, that's the sort of fight that you want to see, not the endless procession of missile ships we've had. So, like, we're doing quite well in terms of we've added 3 crew and a great boarding support weapon. But we're still in a situation where we desperately need a store in order to just not die. Go and punch these idiots. No, you're not going to break my clump. I'm not allowing that. Just fight them in there. Don't care if you die, I was going to vent you anyway. A nothing event is better than one where we take damage. We're getting close to in range of where we could afford hacking. In fact, we could do it now by selling both the Hermes and the emergency respirators, which would make me sad, but I would do it. But I want to get into the position where I can ideally buy hacking and also get repairs while keeping at least the Hermes. Ideally, I want to keep both. We will attack the rebels. Hooray! It's a safe fight. So, we're going to train. We might as well cross-train just these three because my other people are boarding. I can't train weapons, obviously. I don't have the ability to fire a weapon right now. Turn this off so that I can't have Zoltans depower a shield bubble when they're running around. Suppose you could say that it's an advantage that this ship tends to get evade training a lot, because since you have no ability to actually shut the enemy weapons down, you take a lot of shots. I don't really think it's an advantage, but you could look at it that way if you were crazy. You go there, you go there, you go there. Okay. Board. Don't need to do anything fancy here. I believe this is the one where you get the option to steal the civilian supplies, and I would normally take that, because there's a chance to take only 2 free hull damage. But in this case, I'm loath to even take that much, so I'm going to leave the civilians alone. Your son was on that ship. Well, he's dead now. Next time, get your son to not join a racist rebellion. I don't think he felt very superior when my mantis were tearing him to shreds. Okay, well, we have NG followed by red or green, or NG followed by red or green. This one could be forced abandon 4, and this one couldn't. So we're going this way. We also need fuel. It's one of those. Because we've got a load of crew drops. We, of course, have... I'm very tempted by the DNA bank. I would need to sell respirators for it. DNA bank, though, is better than respirators. They're both good, but, like, respirators means they survive longer on the first pass, so to speak, whereas the DNA bank means just basically says you can't lose your crew unless you're in a situation where you would lose the run anyway, or unless they get abducted by a fleeing auto scout, I suppose, is the one way you can lose them with that. So this sells for 25. Oh, cool, so I can actually I'm going to do this. It does take me away from being able to buy hacking by some distance. But hopefully we can make that scrap up. And at any rate, hacking's not here, and the DNA bank is. And that's a definite source of strength. We'll build up the money to buy hacking. And if we don't see hacking by the end of this sector or early in next sector, you know, within the first jump, I'll upgrade my weapons to be able to use the Hermes, and we can use that to deal with enemy weapons. We also always do have the option to sell the DNA bank if 20 scrap is the difference between us being able to afford hacking and not be able to afford hacking. And to sell the Hermes as well, so we actually have 42 scrap right now. Go into shields to drag and distract these NGs. Kill the repair drone. Ah. Get vented. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten you. We just need a teleporter to come off cooldown so we can bring you back for your dose of medicine. Oh. I swallowed that wrong. Well, if that's our only other store in the sector, we won't be able to get hacking there, I don't think, unless we get, you know, some ridiculous drop. No. Let's just bypass that store then. We're at full repair, and we just bought a bunch of fuel. Participate in their study. Excellent. This, when it turns into a fight, is always a double reward, where the second part of the reward drops a drone. We'll just vent these idiots. They'll actually break into my doors and I'll kill them there. And my Mantis might as well get a bit of punch training while I'm waiting. Yeah, that's a lot of scrap. I think we actually now can afford hacking, because let's see, the defense drones, yeah, the defense drone sells for 25 and this sells for 22. That gets us to 81 scrap. I mean, ideally we're going to make, oh, and there's another store here anyway, so I'll bypass this store and go to this one to maximize my chance of being able to get hacking by only selling the defense drone 1. If we do that, the run is basically set, except, like, if we can get hacking and we have the Hermes missile to upgrade onto, we have everything we need to win and just need to get upgrades. That is one thing about this ship, that even though it has such a rough early game, it needs very, very little to get into a winning position. It's just needing little to get into a winning position doesn't help you if you die on the second jump because the first enemy has a heavy laser and a combat drone. Take the distress beacon. We have lots of distress options with a rock and a clone bay and the ability to take 5 free hull damage when we could have got scrap or a weapon drop. No, we're not paying your stupid toll. Your ship has nothing but Angies on it. You think we're not gonna just tear you to shreds? We can take damage here, but we laugh at them for thinking that, you know, they're real clever. They're a Sector 2 ship that only has 2 shield bubbles. My boarding crew don't care how many shield bubbles you have. And now we can buy hacking without needing to sell any of the stuff we really want. Fire Beam and Defense Drone 1 are 50 extra scrap between them. We don't need either of them. What are we doing with a Fire Beam? You know, ooh, we can crew kill things. I could take another jump before the store, but then I don't think I get to this jump in time, and I need to do that for the exit. It's close, but no, we wouldn't. So, we just need to go to the store and then towards the exit. Since I know the next jump is the store, I don't need to wait for the Mantis to clone. No systems. They do have a small bomb here, and I think I'll swap the Hermes for that because you would think this maybe looks inefficient. Oh, I'm having to spend 45 scrap and then get 22 back for this. But it also means I don't have to upgrade my weapon system, which saves me 65 scrap. It does mean I am temporarily not able to afford hacking without selling something, but literally 1 scrap reward, and that's no longer the case. Which is the reason that I didn't get repairs there. You guys go in here. Dolphin flip. I think that if we have... We were only at risk of taking damage there, I think, because... oh, we killed them. I think we were only at risk of taking damage there because they had boarded me in shields. I think if they were just firing these weapons at me and I had shield training, I think that we would have recharged shield bubble in time. You get cloned. Actually, let's slightly reposition my guys. I'm going to put the human that would be on doors, put them in weapons to speed up the small bomb. Hopefully we'll get 1 more crew member so that they can man that permanently. Well, particularly ideally we'll get an NG to do that, and then we'll replace these 2 humans with more Mantis. Yeah, we would have just been overtaken if we tried to get an extra jump. Which is a shame, because I think we, in terms of the exit, could have got an extra jump. Let's kite you around. Remove your evade. Bomb you in the face. Bomb that. With sufficient footwork, I think I could have overcome the need to spend a bomb there, but whatever. This time we can risk this. Humans don't need venting. On this specific occasion. Like, in general, humans require venting, but these specific humans on this specific occasion do not require venting. Yeah. We would have been able to get an extra jump if it were possible to have got an extra jump without having to dive at one of the previous beacons. Zoltan Homeworlds or Rebel? We are not good at dealing with Zoltan shields. So let's go Rebel, even though that's kind of spooky because, well, double drone ships, but we can just break those. We no longer have the emergency respirator, so they don't survive as long, my crew, but they are not able to die, so I'm not remotely worried about boarding. Search among the stores. I really would have preferred an actual store there. If we take the bottom route, I think we're losing all of these jumps up here, whereas if we take the top route, I think it's only this one that we might not be able to see. So, in the interest of maximizing our chance of finding a store, I'm going this way. I'm going to upgrade the teleporter and that, actually, and we'll just rely on, you know, we still can afford hacking without selling anything, and this allows us to just win fights quickly. This ship has a nasty anti-boarding team. But one small bomb switches off one of these lasers and then we're good. Our Mantis will lose the fight here, but the humans will clean up. The Mantis only lost that fight because their crew was very, very strong. You're fine. You get vented. Definitely want to keep our scrap up now because we could literally just be forced on any of the next, I think, 3 jumps. Yeah, we could be forced into a store. Not that we would object to that anyway. When I get enough scrap to do it while still being able to afford hacking, I will just push Teleporter 3 here. Oh, yuck. What a gross ship. Fucking double drones with these weapons. We're taking a bunch of damage here, there's not much we can do about it. Let's kite you around. Fortunately, they did not hit my shields. Damn it, they hit my weapons and switched the fucking bomb off. Okay, we need to get you two over there now so that this fight just ends. Yeah. Blah. That was a really, really nasty enemy. Keep an eye out, but we could get into a situation where we skip skippable fights, because literally we just need a store that has hacking, or even one without it, where we could just repair and we're in really good shape. Obviously a store with hacking and we're just sailing for the rest of the run. So we don't need to risk damage if we don't have to. I wish I could see this shit. Despite what I just said, I will take this. Okay, this one's not that bad. We can't really do distraction tactics, unfortunately. Damn it. Okay, good. Get in there. Go help. Good. Okay, I'm glad I risked that. I mean, I don't think we'll use that halberd beam for a very long time. But we could end up using it. Yeah, we could speed hack the cloning because we have a DNA bank. But I don't want to get into the habit of doing it, so I'm not going to. If we get to a store and they have hacking and we haven't earned any scrap between then and now, I'll just sell the halberd for repairs. But ideally we just make some more money. Download the data stores. I would have liked to be able to do that because that would have given me a full map reveal. Get rid of that stupid missile. Thank you. I don't think we'll need to use any bombs here. Finish punching this down so that they can't get the missile back anytime soon. Okay, we got a point of damage there. Now let's move over and break the weapons again. I could tell we got a point of damage because the mantis had a fist symbol. One of them did. No, you stay there. Yeah, we don't even need the flak artillery to do this. We could just cycle this indefinitely, but it goes a little bit quicker with the flak. Not very much quicker, but... And we found the store. These scanners I don't think are bait. I can afford cloaking, hacking still by selling the halberd beam, but really, you know, there may not even be another store in this sector, so I just need to take a fight or two. get more scrap, and then we're back to where we can afford. Should I ignore these beacons down here in order to prioritize fights? Yes, because we're not guaranteed to have another store in this sector. This is a little nasty. I'm going to put a bomb in that room as well as boarding it. Gonna wait until they get a point of repair on the weapons and then board there immediately. Ha ha, you thought you'd fixed your piloting. If we punch the shields down, they'll just die to asteroids. I meant them, not my crew. This appears to be an asteroid, lol. Okay. It wasn't. Whatever. And we're right back to being able to afford hacking without selling anything that we want to keep. I'll take this jump so I can see some of the ones down there. I would not mind being able to get some more missiles. If I can find some reasonably safe fights, I might intentionally fish for surrenders. Well, this will give us a map. There's a good chance that the sector we're going to next is Slug Nebula. So, nope. Stop that. And I hope that it is, because if so, there'll be many stores there. Probably don't need to board again. This flak artillery should finish them off. No more stores. There might have been one, you know, at one of those beacons that has since been overtaken, but probably not. Rebel is 1 or 2 stores. think we have 3 jumps to the exit here. Yeah. So we can go fight, fight, fight. See what they're hacking. Nothing that matters enormously. Even Clone Bay would have been fine owing to the DNA bank. Without the emergency respirators, your crew, any crew that have 100 health, which obviously the Mantis do, only do 2 points of damage before they suffocate. So that's why I was willing to set the bomb off there before waiting any longer, because I knew that waiting they weren't going to do any extra damage. So I might as well just, you know, land it and take out their weapons before they get to use them. It also resets them faster. Wait until they get 1 point of repair and... might get to fire this because I hesitated there, yeah. I don't care about their hack. And it's switched off now anyway. I could board the shields, but I don't need to. Blah. Pathetic. Just make sure. I do definitely have 2 jumps before this, yeah? Yes. Now, if I were boarding auto ships with a Mantis and a Rock, I would be able to get 3 points of damage with the crew before the crew suffocate, but I want my Rock to keep their pilot skill, so I will sacrifice a little bit of punchability. The problem is that in order to take advantage of that, you need to be able to board right away, and that would require my Rock to be right in the teleporter right away, because Rocks are really, really slow. But I don't want Rocks right in my teleporter right away. What the fuck is this? Okay, well, we want to try to do this without wasting bombs, because this ship literally can't hurt me. A thing I might want to do here, honestly, is run them out of drones. That will require allowing my crew to die a few times, but who cares? Because then I'll be able to distract. But only if these drones actually die. Ooh, that's one down. Go punch this system repair drone. It is gaining hit points back because we're in the drone room, but we will still take one out. Go into a 2-tile room. Kill the AP drone. Think they might be out now? Nope, not quite, but they will be after that, I think. Another human. Nope, they still have another one. That's definitely the last one. So, they've got these two left, but we're gonna double board, distract with the humans. In fact, board the humans first. We don't want to actually punch because... No, not you. We don't really want to actually deal damage. There we go. Hooray, we saved a bomb. We could upgrade our shields right now if we felt so inclined, but I don't see a point in doing that. We know that the next sector is not one where double drone fights are particularly likely. Although if it's an uncharted nebula, it's more likely than a slug sector. Slug ships never have drone control, and fights against non-slugs in slug sectors are pretty uncommon. So you go into one of those, you're pretty sure you're not going to be fighting too much in the way of ships that could have double offensive drones. But if it's an uncharted nebula, well, there's a lot of rebel ships and auto ships in those. This ship doesn't have double offensive drones, but the one that it has is spooky enough when paired with this fucking asteroid field. And the ion. Yeah, bit of damage, but we should now be able to keep everything offline. Especially that drone. That drone's never coming back. Nope, no Lido missiles. Lido missiles are not allowed. Nice work, flak artillery. Well, that timing worked out really, really well. Get another point of hull damage on that round of boarding before my crew suffocate. think actually if I bought hacking right now, I could immediately get it to level 3. I certainly will be in that position after this fight. And I will actually do that if the option arises. If I board right away, they never board us, and that makes this quicker. Go run over to shields. You punch down the Clunba. We'd have been in mild danger of taking damage if that had actually hit us, but there we go. There are better double rewards, but there are also much worse. Okay, it is an uncharted nebula, rather than a slug nebula, so there's fewer stores and more likelihood of bad stuff, but we have an immediate forced store. And it has hacking. Cool. Sell that. Buy the battery. Cool. Okay, well, we are in excellent shape now. I will boost up my engines and my shields, and then we're just going to be looking to acquire weapons to use at the end of the run, alongside the halberd beam. We will attack this ship. Get owned, fool. Unfortunately, it did not take down the weapon I wanted it to take down, but the Mantis should. Good. The nearest possible store is at these two jumps, unless one pops up from an event, so I'm gonna be fairly, you know, liberal about spending my scrap until I get a little bit closer to there. We will attack this auto ship, which doesn't look that bad, honestly. I'm not gonna hack it. What the? Don't even need to be that careful about punching the weapons down when they come back, given that these weapons are not particularly threatening. So I probably will actually start punching shields down with my next set of orders. exactly going to threaten me with one basic laser. Next flak artillery should kill them, especially if they're firing at a ship when it has no shields. Nice. So we can now use the backup battery to run full engines while fully powering everything else, which is usually how I like to do things once we're in a comfortable spot in the run. We have time, so I'm going to look around at some of these beacons we've kind of passed already due to the shape of the sector. We're probably going to get missiled here because we can't reliably punch down that as opposed to something else. And they have a cloak. But we do have the hack, so maybe we will manage it. Good. No, 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 wrong room. I don't want them to ever be able to use that missile. The Mantis's death animation hadn't finished playing, which is why they warped into shields. Punch down their cloaking just so that the flak takes slightly less of an eternity to be ready to fire. Punch that. These two humans can go punch down piloting and win the fight. We will attack the pirate. So that's annoying. That's also very annoying. I may actually run them out of drones before boarding here. Like, the ship can't hurt me, so my main, at least not at the moment, my main concern is what happens if they send an ion drone into my shields. Especially since they have a hack on my my doors. I'm gonna run a Zoltan in there so that if that does happen, they can only ionize one shield buffer. And yeah, I'll use the flak artillery to get rid of their overshield. But I may have to time this in such a way that, especially I don't currently have the small bomb charging, I may need to time the flak artillery in such a way on a future volley that it, well, first of all, I'll need it to actually break everything. But I may actually need to time it so that it not only does that, but the small bomb is immediately ready to hit their clone bay, and that my crew are immediately ready to board, because unfortunately this stupid thing will put more layers up. And that will prevent me from double boarding, unless I blow them up with the flak artillery, which is possible. Are they out of drum parts? It looks like it. Yeah. Now, you guys go and fix that. So, let's charge up a small bomb. Clone everyone so that they're at full health. Yeah, this sort of situation is what you want to get like an ion blast or a heavy laser for, just to be able to pop little bits of Zoltan Shield. Obviously, Zoltan Shield bypass works quite well as well, but just any old one power weapon that can get rid of a bit of Zoltan Shield will do. We may not need to double board, and even if we do, because we're occupying the clone bay, anyone that we kill, they stay dead. They can't possibly fix that. So, you know, if they subsequently kill these two and fix it, those guys still don't come back and we can just repeat the cycle. But I don't think we even need to do that. Of course, in the overall sense, repeating the cycle is what I am trying to do here, but okay, there is a store. A lot of the sector looks rather empty, unfortunately, but we will head towards that store just to look for augments or weapons or whatever. We can go, don't think we can get that fight. We'll go here, here, there, onwards down through the store, take this fight. We might even be able to head down and grab that one as well. There's not going to be a next time. Get out. Oh, cool. Well, now we can leave a human in weapons full time. Fight the auto ship. Yeah, this is definitely another situation where having, you know, a heavy laser would be really, really good. Ah, you got to squeeze a bit of use out of that backup battery. And we can win here because we're going to punch the cloaking back down. Gonna buy some missiles here in all likelihood. I'm also gonna buy should I buy the flak, the Zoltan Shield bypass, or both? I need to sell something to buy both. You would think that maybe you don't need flak and Zoltan Shield bypass, but it is worth considering that while Zoltan Shield bypass lets you board and it does allow bombs to work through as well, it does not allow your hack to work through it, which means that if they have dangerous weapons, you're still at risk of taking damage. I could sell one of the augments for it, or I could sell the halberd beam. Gonna buy bypass. Yeah, buy halberd beam. I won't end up using the halberd beam for a very long time, so. Get me something that's more immediately useful. I can't use the flak right now, but we will fix that as soon as we have 35 more scrap. I said 35, not 33. You've been listening. Stupid game. Anyway, we'll go exit, and I think we have time to grab this fight and then jump back. I'm sure that the absolute optimal win rate strategy there was to sell the long-range scanners instead of the halberd beam, because that would have given us exactly enough scrap to buy both. But I like long-range scanners, and I want to make lots of scrap. So, we're doing that. However, that is entirely because I'm a giant greed monster and not because it's absolutely the strictly optimal play to use. If this cloak is longer than 5 seconds, they're going to get a missile off. It is. Nice dodging. Get 2 points of damage and then bomb. Well, we missed. Let's do a thing. This way, we preserve, because we warped somebody in there before the dying animation started. The damage they had already done on that system was preserved. And that allowed me to take the missile down. But we had to move exactly one of them out. If we'd moved them both out, it's likely that before we could warp in, they'd have lost the accumulated damage. And if we tried keeping both of them in there, then when they both died and the animation finished, we would lose it. Punch this down. These are both 2 power weapons, and we have hack on that system, so it's not like they can suddenly surprise us by getting the missile back online or the burst 2. We might as well take advantage and punch their stuff down. Let them get 1 point of repair on that. I think we get it in time. Yep. Get rid of that dodge chance. Get rid of that mantis. Okay, that's fixed. Just do this now. No, I don't need the power, because I'm not usually going to be powering the flak, and in situations where I'm powering the flak, I'm not powering my hacking. Let's not tangle with Lanius bombers. Don't have anything to sell right now. Send an away party to investigate. Nice. Free stuff right before the store. I'm going to take this fight and possibly this jump as well before the shop. When I get to the shop, I will probably head off for a bit. This run is in a very comfortable spot, and I need to have dinner. And by have, I mean make. Yeah, we'll take one more jump. We'll buy consumables for sure. This might be a shop where we literally just clear them out of every type of consumable they have. Because we're using them all, and none of them that we have are particularly high in quantity. Yay, free stuff. I don't care enough about any of those weapons to bother with them. We could get the chain laser, but I suspect we'll end up getting better to just drop by the end of the run. Don't see any other stores, so let's do this. And I am going to go make myself some soup, and when I have eaten that, I will come back and finish the run. Okay, I have a while my soup is cooking, so let's keep going for a little bit. I think that's the first store we've seen in this sector, but it doesn't matter enormously anyway. Ah, cool. I mean, I'll take this. I wonder, should I attack the ship? Because if we take advanced hacking, the advanced hacking option, we get a reactor, we get a repair, and we get the drone reactor booster augment. Except we don't need a repair, and we don't have a slot to put the reactor augment in, because if I remember correctly, we have backup DNA bank, long-range scanners, and Zoltan shield bypass. So yeah, let's attack the engines instead. It's not like we're going to have a hard time beating a ship that has nothing but NGs in it, even if they do have NG medbot dispersal, which they do. You can disperse as many medbots as you want, but ultimately I have 3 mantis. Yeah, fine, I don't care. I'm not gonna waste a bomb. Not a very good reward, but it's still better than we would have got from taking the hacking thing. Although I suppose actually a reactor bar is worth more than 17 scrap, but whatever. Yes, I was right in my recollection that we already had 3 augment slots. 3 augments, rather. We always have 3 augment slots. And that's generally a downside with having 3 augments on a run, is just you can't benefit from any events that give you, or not benefit as much from events that give you augments. Start charging up the flak. Artillery, that is. Once I punch down the shields enough, I can maybe charge up the charge laser. But before I do any of that, I want to make sure that their weapons and drones are properly smashed. Then I can move power out of my shields into the laser charger, which I will use instead of the flak, because trying to hit an auto ship with a flak one is awkward. I just got a point of repair on that system. We can board over here now. We can't completely ignore this side of the ship, though, because if they were to bring back, you know, this laser and one drone, they can hurt us even through 2 shields, let alone the one that we're powering. So the next lot of boarders are going to go and punch these down again. I can also fire this when the flak artillery goes off. Just give it a little bit to get in the air and take the shields down, and then aim the laser charger at shields. Oh, never mind. Do I want another store? Would I even get at the store at this point? I'm skipping it. Oh yes, listen to their problem. Send the human to communicate with the Mantis. Offer Robert Smith a chance aboard our ship. Which of you am I using as my... You have a tiny bit of weapons skill, so I think I'm using you as my weapons guy. Cool. We have a 4-Mantis boarding team. Yes, come and board me with an engine. This will work very well. I could probably do this without a bomb. Get out of here. I mean, I could have taken her instead of a Regan here, but you have a skill I actually want. Not very much of it, mind you, but it'll build up. I don't care about shield skill on a human. I have a perfectly serviceable Zoltan for that. In fact, I have 2 perfectly serviceable Zoltans who both have shield skill. And a rock, not that I would use the rock there, except in a very strange situation. Ignore the refueling platform. Good, it turns into a fight. We don't need to use any bombs here. ship is full of delicate NGs who have no medvac. Okay, we're kind of forced into this store, so I'll hold my scrap. We have to go there before we leave the sector. You know, we might find a heavy laser or something like that, though. Or a breach bomb, too. That'd be nice. So, I would like to buy 2 power bars here, but I'll hold off. I can put backup battery power into those systems. It's not ideal, but we only need to do it for probably a couple jumps. I don't care about that. I have a backup DNA bank. I will bomb that down just to make this faster. My crew are also not going to be dying very much here. What? Just punch them down in the medbay, though. As long as it's only a level 1 medbay, 2 Mantis can eventually do that. Go fix the breach. Too much damage, you need venting again. Let's just keep the hack for their weapons. That was weird, because when they hacked my backup battery, it pulled the power out of the hack. Which, you know, is sort of what you're doing with the cloak hack, with the hacking V-power anyway, but it wasn't at a time when I was expecting them to pull the power out. I don't need to use a bomb here. Vulcan is not getting spun off when this ship doesn't have any way to heal. I probably didn't even need to hack, to be honest. And yeah, that event, if I have the option of not crew killing, since crew killing is a guaranteed medium reward, I will often take that and risk the random scrap reward. But we're a boarding ship, actually getting kills that aren't crew kills is actually a little bit difficult. So just take it and move on. Yeah, we have plenty of scrap for this store. We'll buy all the drone parts. If there's anything nice there, we will pick it up. Although it's only weapons that we're looking for because we don't have any more augment slots. I don't think there's anything I'd swap my existing augments out for. If we had a second bomb, I would consider chucking the scanners for like an explosive replicator. But We don't have a second bomb at the moment. Breach bomb 2? No, that's not a breach bomb 2. We could buy the hull laser, but that's a very mid weapon. I'm gonna just pass. I can win with what I have if I really have to, and I doubt that we will have to. We're a heavy consumables kind of ship. Skipping this one and I'll find the other store in this sector. Probably, and if not, whatever. Honestly, let them get another person in there. Punch these down. He might actually, yeah. Rocks are so slow that even though the door was unlocked, he could not actually get out in time before the 4 Mantis finished killing him. Next upgrade I want is the Force Shield Bubble. It's a particularly important upgrade to get that on any ship that can't get cloaking, which we now can't. But I will hold off on doing that. Nice guns. I will hold off on getting those upgrades until I can like afford the whole of the shield, because I don't want to, you know, get the buffer upgrade and then find I'm one jump away from a store with a breach bomb too, and I can't do it. We can safely clone despite the solar flare because we have a DNA bank. You don't need cloning them. This location kind of sucks. Let's take here. It's nothing, but we found the other store. We can get 2 jumps that are fights before the store. Oh no, they're using Mantis Tech to board me. What will I do? This is going to be annoying because, in addition to their weapons, these 3 rocks are pre-battle boarders and they have a clone base, so they'll come back in there even though they're not actually like normal crew members that they would typically have. Let them fire the flak. I'm gonna fight these guys over on my ship because I do need to get rid of them. Even though I would typically want to send over a second lot of boarders. Oh god, it's a level 3 clone. No! Head down there, then we can finish punching this down, even if they... Yeah, that was annoying. In the late game, you start having, when you can't have cloak hack on a boarding ship, you start having a little bit of trouble not taking scratch damage. If you're just using hacking to shut down the weapons, and you just have like one missile weapon, as we do here. Because, you know, 1 hit for 2 damage, even if it does hit, is not guaranteed to get them into a situation where they can't hurt you anymore, the way that it often is early on. And they have lots of crew, and they're more likely to have, you know, annoying pre-cloaks or things like that. I would very much like to add a second bomb. Breach bomb 2 would be my preference, or an ion bomb, to further my suppression of... I mean, if I'd had a breach bomb 2, I could have used that on the clone bay and completely taken it out, instead of the small bomb taking out only a single point of it. Actually, we can get these 2 fights on the top side, and then hit the storm. And I should have... oh, it's this. Which of the top 2 options you take there is irrelevant. This ship can't hurt me. Let's run them around. Distracting shields. You too. We could use that Pegasus missile in addition to the small bomb as another alternative. It's not as good as a bomb because it can be picked off by defense drones, but you know, we have the Pegasus missile and we don't have a second bomb. And we are certainly not getting one here, so... We know there are no more stores this sector, so let's just... Oop, no, no, no! I was wondering why I had so much scrap left. I upgraded the wrong thing. Let's get the shields up. I'll get 2 more power bars, then I'll push to weapons 4 and run small bomb Pegasus in most fights. Sure. Oh, for God's sake. Scrap it. I should have run my backup battery and used that at level 3. I didn't need to engage the hack there, did I? God, I have 4 shields. Although actually I don't think it would have worked even with 4 shield bubbles. Get more people over here. Kill the rocks. Oh, cool. Keep that in the hold for now, but certainly for the later flagship phases I'll want to run. Probably double flak, charge laser, small bomb. The Pegasus is better for the period in between, albeit we currently can't use it. Yeah, fight, fight, fight. We're not letting the rocks set that quest get away, by the way. You're supposed to let them run, but we're just gonna murder them for fun and scrap. Excellent. However, it is just about time for me to have my dinner, so I will be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. So, here, do the stupid rock quest, except we're going to kill them. Out with the level 3 meta base for combos. If I do this, I can use the Pegasus instead of the small bomb in fights where it doesn't matter whether or not I'm using a bomb or a missile. Now, my next 2 encounters are in hazard beacons, so I won't be able to get any upgrades. Which is a pity, because I could use more reactoring if I want to use this, but I can do that when I jump into the, well, when I jump to the exit, actually. I was worried about that. I thought it would actually get over there in time, but I was not certain because the missiles have to travel. Nice dodging. Fortunately, it didn't matter. Hey, we get a chain laser anyway. Probably don't ever use that, since we have a second flak in storage. Yeah, doing the quest at the next beacon, in addition to just generally being annoying, all it would do would give us a beacon in the next sector where we get like a full reward in rock plating. We don't have any augment slots open, so what would be the point? We'll just murder them and take their stuff. The fight will be at a solar flare. We are going to get boarded because they always board you. And they will be running from the start of the battle, so we need to draw their crew away. But that shouldn't be too hard. Often I find they get drawn off just when the solar flare goes off, because it will damage enough systems. How many crew do they have? Yeah, they only have... Oh no, they don't have a teleporter this time. That's very rare. This event almost always has a teleporter in my experience. We don't need the extra shield bubble. They don't have a medical unit either. Let's load up the Pegasus then. We can sling the Pegasus into weapons. Oh, come on. I think they're going to get this missile off because, yeah, that cloak is so long. But we dodged it. Good. And once we board our second lot of people over there, they're going to stop trying to flee. Nice try, Solar Flare. Actually, we may not even need to use a missile here. Nope, we don't. And yeah, we'll get hit by another Solar Flare, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, it does 1 point of damage. There could be a fight at the exit beacon, and if there is, I want my Mantis to be ready. We may even get hit by a second Solar Flare here, and I still don't care. Ow! Okay, that's a little bit more annoying. Fix with people who aren't Mantis, both because they're terrible at fixing things, and also because getting them back to full hit points was kind of the point here. We'll bend that out. I will actually just jump out without fixing the sensors because they're not that important. Cool. So I guess we didn't have to take those Solar Flares, but I didn't know that. We definitely want to store because we have quite a bit of stuff that we can sell. On that basis, let's jump into the next sector. We could go Mantis Homeworlds to try to find Kazakh, but we already have 4 Mantis. Let's just go to a civilian sector where there are more stores and better scrap. We have long-range scanners. Sadly, there is not one of the lovely civilian nebulas. Despite there being a store here, I'm going here and here to see lots. No, I'm not hiring crew members. I have plenty. Going like this. No here. You don't even need venting. So we'll go into fights like this. We'll go fight, and then possibly up or to a different beacon depending on what we see. I don't need to hack. These weapons are not dangerous and we're running low on drone parts. They have no med bay. The only way for them to hurt us would be to somehow line up all 4 of these shots and have them all hit, and then line them up with the fire beam, which they don't do remotely naturally. Not going to use any missiles either. They do have tough fighting crew. A lot of Mantis, a lot of rocks. Can you go out, please? Thank you. minimize the number of solar flares we take. Let's get you all into the same room so we can warp you all back at once. Oh, forget that. Go into one room so that you can all burn to death. That works too. No, my artillery. We're doomed. We don't need to let him clone, we can just jump out. Don't need to use missiles here. That's a lot of mantis. However, they're mantis that value their lives and therefore are going to try to get to a med bay, whereas our mantis do not care in the slightest. Okay, we'll go to that one. Don't really need to spend scrap until I find a store. I can bank loads. You know, I can't get 100% cloak evade because I don't ever have cloaking. So engines 4 is not particularly pressing. I don't need to improve my weapons because I can either run the 2 missile weapons or the 2 non-missile weapons depending on what the enemy is running. I obviously don't need to upgrade the flak artillery. I don't have subsystems I can upgrade other than the flak artillery, and it's not like I need random damage buffers yet. No. Okay, good. We got the right weapon offline. Nope. I want to look up here to see if there was a store in that area. Definitely want to hit as many repair stations as we can in the next sector, just so that we can freely spam our missile weapons. I'll be using these 2 weapons in phase 1, and then I'll retire the Pegasus in favor of a second flak in the phases when we've already killed off all their crew. Few beacons we didn't get to see, so maybe we missed a store or the store. No, I'm not giving up weapon missiles. This gets crew and scrap, which, you know, we don't care about Johnson here, he's just getting vented, but... Okay, we found a store, good. again. Our mantis do not care whether they live, so we'll just vent. You advantage me, my mantis come back to life, and yours don't. Hello there. You have more weapon training than my weapons person currently, as well as not being a filthy human. There's nothing but upside here. This is going to be another one of those runs where our crew hired at the end is going to be like 15. Cool. We have 2 stores that we can go to and look for good weapons. Heavy laser would be good. Maybe we could buy back the halberd beam that we sold earlier. Or we can just buy consumables. Except fuel. I'm not bothering to buy fuel. Buy all those. We're going to sell the stuff we don't want here in case more stuff drops and causes our inventory to overflow. So we can go fight, fight, store, out. Okay, good. I don't need to depower those. I don't know why I bother doing that. It's just a habit, really. Nice drop right before the store. I probably don't use that. Nice, this is a double scrap reward guaranteed. I don't care about the mind control on my guy there. Oh yeah, time to import it. Switch that off. Make sure they can't fix it. Annoying to have to spend that many missiles, but we are about to go to a store. I can buy all the missiles there if needed. Which it probably is. At this point, I would definitely, if that has an explosive replicator, I would swap the long-range scanners for it. They don't, but they do have a breach bomb too and a halberd beam. If I'm buying the breach bomb too, I don't want the halberd beam because I could just, in the last phase, go breach bomb, small bomb, flak, flak. So in that case, get rid of this. Buy the breach bomb, buy all of those, buy all of these. Sell a Pegasus. We can just in the last sector rather, get buffer upgrades and then pump reactor and engines. Hail the refugee ship. We have a million weapon buffers on our only weapons that actually matter, so who cares? You get in there until we can board again. 4 people. Oh, come on, you assholes. Oh. Doesn't matter. Double reward. Yeah, it's just missiles that we want. The breach bomb too is not only good because of shutting down, enemy medbays in normal fights. It's particularly good against the flagship on a boarding run because once you kill all crew, it turns into an auto ship. And guess what auto ships can't fix? Breaches. So you chuck a breach in one system and then it's gone for the rest of the fight. Phase 3, you switch off the mind control by breaching it once, or you take out you can put a breach bomb into piloting in either phase 2 or phase 3, and if it hits, they have no evade for the entire rest of the fight. I'm gonna skip this in order to make for a repair station. I'm not really that concerned about scrap, but I do want to. I can go to this fight and then that repair station, or this one and then that repair station. If I go to this one, I have the chance to swing back down, whereas if I go to this one first, I'm not getting that. So we'll go here. It's completely random what beacons get taken over, if any. Well, no, some will get taken over, but which ones are totally random, so it could be that we're, going to the repair station that's about to get taken over and ignoring the one that isn't, but I have no way of knowing that. I wanted to distract the air drone long enough that I can win this, although I think I'd take a missile there. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Good. That hasn't been taken over, so that damage is getting fixed anyway. And more importantly, we're going to get 4 or 5 missiles. And if we're lucky, this is still here after the next jump. I don't need to get a power upgrade from that. Do this. Yay! And I'd like to upgrade my piloting for phase 3 because I don't have mind control immunity. Go here, and then we'll check this out if it's not been taken over, and then we'll go to the base. That's a lot of missiles. I don't appreciate the number of missiles that is. You're no longer allowed to have missiles. need to use any missiles of our own at this point. Let's just immediately fire flax. Take out their ability to dodge. This helps my NG get skill as well. Actually, thinking on it, why fire 2 when I can fire 1 and get all the skill? This will only take a moment. There we go. What? The dying animation hadn't finished playing, so it shunted them out into the next available room, which obviously meant they could not get piloting at all. Don't think this gets off even a single time, but we'll see. No, it definitely doesn't. And that hasn't been taken over, so I might as well go check it out. Or, I suppose if I go here now, I can reset any bad hacks. That's probably more important. Doesn't look like there's anything here anyway. So, you know, if we go here and they hack shields, we can jump back here and go. Hacking hack would also be very annoying. Hey, what did I say? For the love of God. That's gonna probably burn down as well. Ha! I did a little thing there. I didn't intentionally do that, but because we were in the middle of a jump, the damage did not actually happen. That is a sort of exploit in the game. And that was entirely not intended, but although I did realize the potential to do it while I was in, you know, about to do it, but I was going to jump regardless. Kindly die. Sadly, they did not provide repairs in gratitude. This time we can't actually reset any hack, so we just have to roll with whatever they do. Go into this phase like this, which is a little wasteful power-wise, but whatever. Make sure to only click the base there, otherwise you lose the run. Yeah, that's annoying, but tolerable. Let's try to breach bomb this. Good. We obviously can't cloak hack cycle it since we don't have the cloak bit of that particular cycle. But we can breach bomb hack cycle it. And we will actually get the board over there, I think, before they get any repairs because of the slowed repairs from the hack. And they're going to lose the accumulated repairs there. So even though they're going to kill my guys here. It's fine, because before they can repair it, we board again. No escaping. That actually worked out perfectly. They broke that down as the two of them died. So it now relocks. It hasn't been punched a single time. They can't escape. Let these guys through. Just let them kill these two now. Could actually let him punch this down. But yeah, we're basically there. I won't need to board another time after this, so let's just... I should have let him through earlier. They have level 2 engines in this phase, so when you hit them in engines with a small bomb, you remove all their evade. It's actually easier than taking out the piloting, which is level 3. Now in all subsequent phases we'll breach bomb piloting when we get a moment. Nah, actually, I'll hold this scrap so that after phase 2 I can get another engine upgrade. It's very, very unnecessary, but everything is unnecessary at this point, other than just, you know, ending the run. So in this phase, 2 of our Mantis will stay behind to fight their boarding drone. As a result, I don't actually need to run max level teleporter. We're hacking shields here because we'll just board 2 directly into the missile artillery and take it offline before it ever gets to do anything. We don't need to fight them at the base because it's not like we need to pull a runaway trick in phase 3. No, 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 not that. I engaged the hack too late, whatever. Okay. They can never dodge my stuff. You go over there. I I don't need to use any more bombs this phase. Cool, this looks like it's going to be a damageless phase too. Pretty cool to pull that off with no cloaking. Sadly, we did take the 1 point of damage in phase 1. Hopefully they don't mind control the pilot. We do have Zolt and Chill bypass, so we can immediately board missiles here. Those and the small bomb will actually break the missile artillery before it gets to fire if the small bomb hits. The breach 2 is too slow. Damn, well, it missed anyway. Punch this down. Oh yeah, it should be firing things. That's gonna burn down. Go finish punching this down, because we're gonna just hack the shields once the Zolt shield is finally gone. Some minor scratch damage. Yeah, it's gonna burn down. Whatever. 30 in a row now. Yeah, we took a lot of damage in Sector 1, as usually happens on this ship, and from there on it was pretty smooth sailing. That's quite a good score. We had scanners from early in this run, so I'm not surprised that we have a very high ships defeated to beacons explored ratio and made lots of scrap. Cool. 3, 2, 1. The terrible ships will continue. So, I hope you enjoyed the run, and I will see you with NGB next time. Bye for now.